right now, for those who know Abuja a little, I'm standing on the bridge that connects to the stadium. If you're coming and approaching from the National Hospital, the atmosphere, as I'm sure you may not know, you're in the studio, the atmosphere is a little bit warm, cloudy sky, but here, nothing much seems to be happening. If you look behind me right now, all you see are some security vehicles parked at the entrance of the stadium where the protesters have been gathering over the past 2 days, and which has been designated, from what we understand, by the court as the venue where the protest should hold. But right now, fairly quiet. There's nobody there. And before we came here, we took a drive around town. Nobody at the Eagle Square, Unity Park or Unity Park. There's nobody there too. We went round to the Beggar Junction roundabout there, where some protesters were yesterday, and today it's basically empty. So right now, that's the situation at this point.
All right, Lanre, thank you for that update. But I'd like to hear from you if you've heard about any possibilities that some protesters might actually be planning on maybe trying to assemble at some point. Are you getting any sound bites of that nature?
Okay, well, right now we're not getting those sound bites. As I'm sure you're aware, even for us as journalists, it's also been a kind of cat and mouse game. Yesterday, the first day of the protest, it happened here. There was a movement to the Eagle Square, and from there they dispersed. So yesterday, the second day of the protest, next thing we knew, they turned up at the Beggar roundabout, and it's been like that till this morning here again. So a lot of times we're playing catch up. Maybe because of the way the organization of the protest is, we basically rely on ourselves as media people. A lot of times, if we hear it appears they're gathering here, we then move here. So, but for right now, we haven't actually heard of any gathering anywhere around in Abuja.
All right, and do you see this continuing, into tomorrow? Because we've seen day one, we've seen day two, we're right here, and day three. This was supposed to be 10 days. So is it possible that this might actually continue into tomorrow? This peace we're seeing.
Okay, well, we will have to wait. As you know, the people planning the protest insist that they will go on with the protest, following the appeal by the lawyer. The lawyer that wrote the letter to the FCT minister designating where they want to meet. What the plan is to have a 10 days rally. Right now, we are going to be monitoring. We will stay on top of things and be bringing up as they come up. As I told you earlier, we're playing catch up. So if they turn up, we'll follow. After this morning's event, we've just been going around town trying to see if they will gather. If they do, we'll bring it up.
And maybe from people you've spoken to earlier, is there some level of maybe discontent, from some quarters that protesters are not really out there at this time?
Everybody, largely I can tell you, driving around town is quiet, cars are driving around. Obviously there's heavy security presence in some areas. If you drive along for those who stay in Abuja, if you drive along the road that leads from the police headquarters that leads to Hilton, which along that route is where the Eagle Square is, there's a heavy presence of security personnel who are parked in a sort of order along that route. People are still going about their businesses. Everyone is going the people we've spoken to are just going around their business. Some people we spoke to are wondering where the protesters are, trying to understand where they're gathered. But we really haven't gotten anybody expressing any discontent or otherwise that they're not on the street.
All right, thank you so much for your reporting, Lasisi. Definitely will keep track on what continues to play out throughout the day.